to install the battery. These are 18 650s and they are the flat top, okay? But you can tell this side is the positive side, okay? It's a smaller one, the bigger one, and the perfectly flat one back here is the negative side. And so when we install these, we're gonna put the positive side going in. Here's your positive indicator, here's your negative indicator. So to do that, we'll unscrew this. Be careful, wouldn't recommend doing this out in the deep snow. You don't want to lose that down in the snow and be digging for it for a long time. Okay, positive side going in first. Okay, sticks out about that far, and then that goes over it. And just tighten that up until it's snug. Okay, and at that point, you are ready to roll. Okay, we're just going to do a quick run through on how to operate the scope. So we're going to turn it on for the very first time. We're going to hold that down right there, and you'll see that start to come on. Okay, as that's turning on, this right here, you can screw it out or screw it in. And what you want it to do is when you're looking at it, okay, as you screw it out, screw it in, you want to whether you're nearsighted or farsighted, that will make the screen match, your vision. And so do that until the screen is just as clear as possible. Okay, and one thing I don't like they send it on picture-in-picture mode, and so you can see that picture-in-picture up there. What that doesn't allow you to do is doesn't allow you to change it to day mode. Very good. And so when you press this side button here, okay, so this switches it from thermal to day-night vision. And so you'll see that'll switch it right now. So right now the IR is in the bottom and the thermal's the picture-in-picture. You can press it and it'll swap it. Okay, but if we're trying to get to day mode, okay, we can't do that with picture-in-picture mode in here like that. So what you need to do is turn picture-in-picture mode off. And what's easy to remember about that one is this button right here has a big screen, okay, with a little screen off to the right corner. And so this one turns on and off picture-in-picture when you hold it down. So what we're going to do, we're going to push this button, hold it down. Okay, and now picture-in-picture mode is gone. And what we can do now is right now it's on thermal. Okay, we can swap it to IR. And then if we want daytime, see this button here? Okay, it's kind of like a half sun, half moon. Okay, we're going to press and hold it. And what that'll do is it switches it to daytime mode. So real quick, it's super easy. Okay, daytime, nighttime mode, picture-in-picture on and off. And then to swap it from thermal to the day-night vision, this one turns on your laser rangefinder. Okay, so just push and just push it and it'll turn it on. Not sure if you can see that in there. So rangefinder, thermal to day and night vision. Okay, daytime to nighttime mode. In the thermal, this will, let's go ahead and see if we can show what that does. Let's see if we can focus here. Okay. Oh, let's show you. So right now we are noticing the upper right hand corner, it says IR, and we are in the daytime, or we are in the night vision mode. So if it says IR up in the top, we're in the nighttime mode. And so what we'll do to turn on the illuminator, this is the illuminator right here. Okay, and if we want to focus it in, so right now it's on floodlight, and we want to focus it in so at a long distance it shows up really well. So what we're going to do is we're going to screw this out just a little bit right here. Okay, so it just screws out probably a little more than one full rotation. So bring it out 3/4 of a rotation, and that's where I would start with it. Okay, so when we are in nighttime mode, to change the IR, we're going to press this button here. So watch this. Watch the upper right hand corner. Right now it has IR and it has a slash through it, so the IR light's off. We press that once. Okay, the battery they sent with you, you're going to have to charge it before you plan on taking it out. And then the IR light uses a lot more battery than anything else. But so notice it's on low. The bottom one's green. We're going to press it again. The middle one's green. That's medium. When the top one's green, that means you're on high. And if you press it again, it goes back to IR light off. So those are the 3 modes, and this is what changes that. Okay, in the thermal, we want to switch to thermal, so we're going to press this one. Okay, notice the thermal, it'll say 3x up at the top. If we're on daytime, nighttime, right here, it'll say 5x. And let's go ahead and swap it to day mode. So we're going to hold the daytime, nighttime mode for 3 or 4 seconds. Okay, and notice that IR symbol in the top right went away. So now we know we're in daytime mode. And it says 5x, which also means we're in daytime mode, not thermal mode. Swap it to thermal mode, just press this button, just a real quick press. Okay, it says 3x up the top. Now we're in thermal mode. Okay, and now as we go to press this button, okay, that switches it from white hot to black hot. Look at the very bottom, iron hot, red hot, and then back to white hot. So this is how you change your color palettes. Okay, if we want to swap it to where we have picture in picture, obviously we just hold this button. Remember the last one we were in was in daytime mode, and so if we press and hold this, it'll bring up the daytime mode up there. Okay, and if we want to swap it, remember we got to turn off picture in picture, so we hold that button down, it'll turn off picture in picture. We can come here, press this, that'll take us to daytime mode, and then we can press this and that'll change us to nighttime mode. Okay, there's the IR light shows up. And then if we want, we can well, actually we'll leave it in that. We'll bring up picture in picture, so we hold the right button down here. So now the thermal's in picture, night vision on the bottom. And if we want to swap that, all we do is simply press that, and boom, we swapped it. So those are the basics of that. If you want to record, just hold this bottom button down here, and you'll see up in the top left, it'll start recording. And to stop it, hold the record button for 3 or 4 seconds, and it will stop recording. If you want to get to the main menu, this to focus. If you want to get to the main menu, hold down this upper button right here. Hold it down for 3 or 4 seconds, and that'll pop up. And then to scroll through the menu, it's a simple up button and down button, up button and down button. And then if you want to select it, you press this picture in picture button. And if you want to go back, you press the daytime, nighttime button. Okay, so let's go down here. So here's your zeroing options. And so we want to select it. So we're going to press the picture in picture button. Okay, right now we're it's the thermal imaging, and the A next to it means this is profile A. So if we want to get it sighted in for multiple guns or multiple loads, we can do profile B, profile C, profile D. There's the X and the Y axis, and if we want to go between them, okay, just hit this picture in picture button. Okay, so we can, and then we can move it up and down. Okay, there's B, there's C, etc. We'll take it back to A. If we hit the daytime, nighttime button, that'll take us back to thermal imaging. And then what we can do is we can press the change button to change it from thermal to daytime. And that'll change it to the digital one. And so we can sight in that one. Okay, there are 2 different reticles in here to sight in, and we'll go over that here in a minute. But what I like to do is use the color picture in picture mode and sight it in on a target. And once it's completely sighted in, you can put a hot hand on the target, and you can point the daytime scope at it, and in the picture in picture, and then in the thermal, you move it to that point of aim, and then your thermal is also sighted in. It's super simple. Okay, as we go over the X and the Y axis, for the digital mode, the daytime, nighttime mode, Each time you move the X and Y axis, so we'll just press it up, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because it is a 5x base magnification, it moves it 0.15 inches every time you move it. Now if we swap over to the thermal, okay, and we move it up 1, up 2, that moves it 0.4 inches. So it moves it quite a bit more because it's a 3x base magnification, less magnification, it'll move it more. I'm just gonna put these back to 0 real quick. Okay, once you're all done with it, just hold this picture-in-picture mode and that will save it and exit out. And then to go back to get out of the main menu, hit the daytime, nighttime mode here, and that'll take it out and you are good to go. Now, for focusing it, zoom this out a little bit. So down here is your thermal. And what you want to do with this is you want to tuck it in right back there. And so that stays right there, out of your way. Okay, it doesn't fall out. Works perfect. So here's your thermal. And so whether you're looking close or far, your focus is right here. Okay, and I'll have a little throw lever to put on there as well. Okay, it's gonna, but anyway, so you move this back and forth, and that's how you focus it. This right here is your daytime, nighttime camera. And so what you'll do here is generally it'll kind of start from right here and go over to here, and that's where you'll focus this to get it in focus, depending on if you're looking close or far. Here's your laser rangefinder, okay, and there's the button on the back of it to turn it on and off. It's pretty simple. And then here is your IR light. Once again, you can turn that in to be a floodlight, or you can turn that out and it'll be a spotlight. We were able to pick up my dog at over 1,000 yards, and you could tell it was a white dog with a brown head with this zoomed all the way out. So just heads up, those are the basics on how to run the scope. Video here, this little lever down here, that is how you zoom in. So you see the plus and the minus. So to zoom in, you will turn it this way, and to zoom out, you will turn it that way. And here's what it looks like inside here. Notice the top right, it's a 3x. Turn it 1 click, 6, another click 9, another click 12. And if you try and go more than that, just nothing happens. And then going down, 9, 6, 3. I really like that. It's really fast. Okay, it's a, if you want to zoom all the way in, let me see, get this focused real quick. It's as quick as 1, 2, 3. And to zoom all the way out, 1, 2, 3. Really quick, really simple. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you feel like I left anything out. And check out my other videos. I'll have the video on how to mount the mount. I'll have another video more detailed on how to sight it in. And I have a bunch more videos. So check it out if you're wanting to learn more. Thanks.